That's Jerky Thief. Hey, I'm Big Lew, and this is Big Lew BBQ and other things I want to do. And let me tell you what I got going on for you. Gonna do some Smokehouse Bayou. Got some Bayou dust. Yeah, it looks like that. This was sent to me by a subscriber in the sad Smokehouse Bayou story. If you didn't see that video, links up above, all right? And got some Bayou sauce, all right? Smokehouse Bayou barbecue sauce. All right, now, I'm gonna cook a pork loin. Now, what I'm gonna do with the pork loin is, and I'm gonna do this inside, but my daughter's home from her boarding school. She's finishing her junior and senior year up in Natchitoches, Louisiana, of high school, that is, not college. And anyway, she's home, and my wife and her are baking cupcakes. It's a Mardi Gras day, and they decorating king cake cupcakes in the kitchen. So it's not conducive to me prepping this pork loin, but I'm gonna prep the pork loin in the kitchen. So I'll tell you what I'm gonna put on it. Now I've got this Hickory smoked marinade, this Allegro. I like this stuff. I'm gonna put that on as a binder. I should have been marinating this pork loin, but I haven't been. I'll put that on, then I'm gonna throw on the Bayou dust, all right? And then I'm gonna throw on the sauce. Once it's just about done, we're just gonna coat the whole pork loin in sauce. I'll show you how I set up my grill too. But first, let me tell you about Smokehouse Bayou. I met the fella yesterday, Brian is his name, and Shayla. They run the business out of this little bitty room. See, my family, we went down to Biloxi. I'll tell you why in a little interview segment, all right? And they're from Ocean Springs, which if you're not familiar with the Gulf Coast of Mississippi, Ocean Springs is just like 3 miles from the Biloxi exit. It's like 1 or 2 exits over from Biloxi. Wasn't very far at all. They're not very far off the interstate. They're back behind a convenience store, restaurant type place. They selling crawfish and they're selling all kind of po' boys and stuff. And they say they do all the barbecue for the restaurant and they ship all that jerky out everywhere. The best jerky I have ever had. I mean, it's outstanding. It is excellent. And I got to talk to Brian. So let me show you how that went and then we'll get back to this pork loin. Well, I'm here. It's actually a convenience store. Crawfish right there, and I get past the crawfish, you can smell the smoke. They ship jerky everywhere. And I just met Brian and Shayla, so let's go in and talk to them.
Okay.
All right, Big Lew BBQ. I'm here with Brian from Smokehouse Bayou, and we were in the neighborhood. We went to see some Columbus ships. You'll see that on my other YouTube channel, Big Lew 2, and I'll leave a link to it below. But Hannah's doing the videoing, and I just stopped by because I was in the neighborhood and I needed to replace some jerky.
Yacht shopping is what you were telling me, right?
I think I'm going to get a 1492 model because it rhymes with Big Lew BBQ. 1492 sell those in blue. Anyway, so I thought I'd come by and get some jerky because some was sent to me and my dogs ate it. If you didn't see that video,
that was a sad story, Luke.
It was a sad story.
It was a sad story. Right.
Anyway, he's got this Southern Pride smoker, and do y'all do like catering and stuff? I see y'all got brisket.
We do, man. We do all the barbecue here at Fayard's for them. They sell barbecue every day, and then we have a trailer where we go out and do live events.
So Fayard's is different from what y'all do.
Yeah, we just lease a place from Fayard's. We lease a small little kitchen back here, and then we do the live events in our food trailer. And then we do some catering as well. So usually, you caught the smoker at a rare time when it's not smoking something. But you can see I've got all that jerky meat in there. We've got to get busy.
Well, we're gonna let you get to work. Can you show us your Southern Pride smoker?
Yeah, absolutely. This is a 500 model. It's kind of a middle of the road. There's some smaller versions. And
it looks bigger on YouTube.
Yeah.
No, it's actually really big. Look at that.
Wow.
Hannah, they'll load that up with jerky. Just keep going.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
We can smoke, if we were to put all 3 racks in, we could smoke about 65 to 70 pounds at a time. With the top and lower rack on there, we probably smoke about 40 to 45 pounds.
And how do you get the smoke flavor in there?
It's a whole log.
As
you can see, the smoker is mounted into the wall, and so the body of the smoker is sitting outside. It's got a firebox over here. We smoke with whole logs, pecan, hickory, or cherry. It's got a propane assist, so the propane kicks on, gets the logs going, and when the logs are, when it reaches temp, propane will kick off. Logs will maintain temp, but eventually they're going to reduce temp, So the propane kicks back on, and it'll keep it within 5 degrees of what you set it on.
This is key, because if you drive it through the South and you see a place with a pig on it, and it says barbecue, drive around back. And if they got real wood, you can eat there. And if they don't have real wood, just it's a brick wall or something, just keep on driving. So he says he's got real wood in the back. So this is the place legit.
We got a friend of mine, Danny, that owns a tree service, and he keeps us stocked with pecan.
We had an oak tree fall last year and cut it up, but kind of had it sitting around. We've been splitting. My son, 13-year-old son's been splitting wood and stuff.
What do you like to smoke with it? Do you use oak to smoke?
I use oak because it's free. And
I have never used oak, but I know in Texas I think they do.
It's not as strong as mesquite, but it's stronger than hickory. I would say it's a little bit strong between the two.
Right.
But
right.
It's not as it can be more bitter. If you get the oak, it can get more bitter. I think there's too much oak in it and make the stuff bitter. So anyway, Brian, I appreciate it.
Hey man, it was our pleasure. I'm glad that you could.
I wanted to stop by and say hi. So
yeah, awesome.
Thanks for watching Big Lew BBQ. Miss Shayla's right over there. I don't think she wanted to be on camera, but it doesn't matter. But she's on camera anyway. And they ship stuff all over the world from this little room. All right. Well, thank y'all very much. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Luke.
All right. All right. I don't know where they make this stuff, but they use it on all their catering business, all right? This is really good, solid barbecue rub. Not a whole lot to make it outstanding where you say, oh, it's very good. It's very, very good because they're doing a catering business. I like for barbecue rubs that are unique or different or weird. But if you're doing a business, you can't have your barbecue being a little weird. It's got to be solidly good, and this is solidly good. But if I can find something unique in this, it's got a little jalapeno kick in it. Right at the end, you taste that. It's got the cayenne and it's got the sweetness and got the stuff that barbecue rubs have, but there's some jalapeno in there, and that makes this really good. So I'm looking forward to this on the pork loin. Haven't tried the sauce yet. We picked that up at the store yesterday when we were visiting, and we ate all the jerky on the ride back across I-10. I think it was gone before we got to Baton Rouge. Had to eat it so the dogs don't get it. Baton Rouge is only about halfway. So it was that good. Thanks for watching Big Lew BBQ. Let's put this pork loin on this grill. All right, so I'm gonna be cooking this pork loin in the Weber Kettle. Now you can put all your coals on one side and put the pork loin on the other. Sometimes that'll dry a pork loin out. I wanna keep this indirect, but I wanna keep it hot. So one thing you can do is if you have a Dutch oven trivet like that, for cooking Dutch ovens and stuff, and you have a pizza stone like this. I just used this pizza stone earlier today for pizza at lunch on another grill. All right, you could just set the pizza stone in. Your charcoal will be down there, all around this, okay? And then you just set the pizza stone in here so that the charcoal's burning underneath it. This heats up, but it protects it from the direct heat of the charcoal. And you can cook the pork loin like that. This is a long pork loin, and you'd either have to bend it pretty tight or cut it in half, but you could cook it over this. And if you had a pizza stone you wanted to protect it, you could cover the pizza stone with aluminum foil. I've got something that's a little bit different. Let me show you. I've got this BBQ Dragon Grill Stone. You've seen it on my channel before, and I've used it before. That's why it looks like this. And I could switch it over. If you don't want to use your pizza stone for grilling, because it'll get like this if you don't cover it in aluminum foil, you can get one of these. It's made out of the same stuff pizza stones are made for, and it's made for the Weber Kettle. So it'll slide in just like that, sit like that. The coals will be under here. I'll have the pork loin gently bent around like that. That's one reason I like it. It's curved. And I can add more coals if I need to in this section right under here. So I'm going to be using this BBQ Dragon Grill Stone. You don't need the Dutch oven thing for it, and I save my pizza stone rather, for pizzas. All right, this chimney of royal oak lump is just about ready. So it's not ashed over on the top, but it's lumped, and it'll burn during this cook. So royal oak likes the spark. Thought I'd show you that. Let's get it spread out here, okay? Boy, this is hot. Does it look as hot as it looks? Woo! All right, now, instead I've been splitting an old oak tree that fell during a tornado last year. Should have split the wood before now, but we had a really light winter. I had wood for the winter. I didn't have to split it till now, so we've been splitting it, and this comes from that. Now, I got a real scientific method on what kind of smoking wood you ought to use, all right? I'm using oak because you need to use any fruit or nut bearing wood. That's the first decision. And then the kind of wood you got. And this is the kind of wood I got, so this is the kind of wood I'm using. All right, oak. If you got more choices, then you can choose, but we doing oak. All right, time to put in this grill stone. I'm getting better at it. Used to burn my hand pretty quick, but now I got it. Actually, we want to straighten it out just a little bit right there, like that. Put on the grate. And let this thing get the temperature. Just like that. All right, I just opened it up. That oak wood is making a lot of smoke here. It's doing what it's supposed to do. It's not quite at the 300 temperature I want, but it's approaching 300 pretty quick when I opened it. And I want you to notice, not only do I have the Dragon Grill Stone, I got this side shelf. This is the, I think it's called a Dragon Wing from BBQ Dragon. It really makes this Weber quite convenient. Now, I know Weber has the Performer models that come with shelves, but this one didn't. And so this add-on shelf was a really good idea. All right, so that's why I wanted to use the grill stone instead of just any old pizza stone, because it kind of curves around just like that. And we're gonna go ahead and cover this back up and let it start doing its thing. Well, there it is. Once again, just above 250 on the temperature on the top of the dial. Feels like it's cooking hotter than that. Maybe I should have put electronics in here, not 148, 149. This thing's just about done. It is done. If you want it medium well, you know what? That's saying 156. That's what I want, is about 150 to 155. That's saying 150. Ooh, that's too hot. That's all right. It feels moist. Guess what? It's time to sauce this thing. I'm not gonna leave the sauce on it long. All right. I just checked it. It's been right about an hour and 15 minutes on this. That dial temperature gauge on there is a little off. I'm gonna go ahead and sauce this up. I checked it with the thermopop, and the lowest point was right in the middle. It was at 148, which is okay for pork. I like it well done, which is 155. But this part over here was already at 160, and that part was at 158, and this part will be done pretty soon. Now, I would let this heat up on the grill in that little saucepan right there, if this wasn't so close to being done and this sauce had been stored in the refrigerator. But I just opened it, so it's not cold. It's not hot, but normally I like to heat the sauce up first before putting it on here. But I'm just gonna paint this Smoke House Bayou sauce all over this thing. I can't wait to try it. I have to tell you, I tried some of that Bayou dust on some pork rinds the other day, and I really liked it. That's how I know it's got that hint of jalapeno in it. And it's not a weird jalapeno, or it's not like this is a jalapeno thing. It's just there, you know? So this is a solid barbecue rub, that Bayou dust, but it's got that jalapeno in it to make it unique, you know? All right, so what I'm gonna do, we'll go ahead and cover it up. I'm gonna let it sit on there just about 2 or 3 minutes, and we're gonna pull it inside. All right, been just long enough for me to run inside and get a platter. Speak to the wife real quick. So I would say about 2 minutes. I got some sauce in here. I don't want to waste it, so I'm gonna go ahead and glaze it one more time. I can smell the sugar burning on this as it hits that grill stone. But this is going to be absolutely fabulous. So let's pull this off of here. I'm gonna take it inside and tint it. I got 2 of these things. Lost one, bought another one. And if I thought about it, I said, well, I might find the other one. I should buy a left-handed one, but I don't have a left-handed one. So we're gonna put the left-handed one in like that. Just pick it up. I'm gonna set it right over here on this platter. I don't know if that's in view, but that's sitting on that dragon wing. There's this beautiful pork loin right there, and you'll see it inside. All right, so here it is. It's been resting for about 20 minutes since I pulled it off. So let me set it aside. We'll put it on this pork belly woodworks cutting board and cut it up, show you what it looks like. I just love to do barbecue pork loin. One of my favorite things to do, and it's easy. Now I put this on the grill around 6:30 in the afternoon, evening rather. At 7:40, I checked it. Almost 7:45, I checked it. 7:50, we pulled it off the grill. We had sauced it right after we checked it. We only let that sauce sit on there for about 5 minutes. So let me get the knife. We'll cut this. All right, now this is roasted. You know, I didn't slow smoke this for a long time or anything like that. I don't expect much smoke ring, even though you saw that white oak smoke coming out of there. We're gonna cut this right in the middle so you can see what it looks like. Right like that. Still juicy. Still juicy. Yeah, it's gonna be quite good. All right, I'm gonna taste test it. Yeah, it's done well, but it's not well done. By the way, I tasted that little bit off of there. I'm gonna eat this part right there. Got a lot of that rub, got a lot of that sauce. That was very good. Very good. Like I said, it's solid barbecue stuff. Nope, there's that jalapeno. Look for something unique, you know? There's that jalapeno in that rub. I love that. I love it. Sauce is a good, solid barbecue sauce. Anyway, this is delicious. I'm gonna cut it up. We're gonna eat it, show you how I serve it. Thanks for watching Big Lew BBQ. And thanks so much to Brian and Shayla for letting us stop by, get the interview, and get a chance to sample that ghost pepper jerky that my dogs got. That stuff was good. The Chipotle too. So was that burnt ends. My wife said she'd have bought 10 bags of that if she had known how good it was before we left. Thank y'all. Gotta eat some pork loin. Okay, well this is how I'm serving it with this Mexican Spanish rice stuff. I made that earlier today. I don't know if it's Spanish or Mexican. What it is rice with rotel and other stuff in it. So we'll call it rotel rice. All right. And maybe I'll show you how I do that one day. You say, well, where's the green stuff, Lou? Well, there's green stuff in rotel. Oh, you want more green stuff? All right. How about a king cake cupcake? It's got green and purple and gold.